Well, I am absolutely 100% committed. Let's just take a quick look at what I've got done so far. Well, the entire left side front suspension is now completely removed, including the torsion bar, and the axle actually fell out, so that's not a big deal. It just slides in. It's a little bit different than the one that I saw on YouTube, but the one on YouTube may have been a different model or whatever. These just slide in and the spindle holds them in place. A quick point of note, part of this project was replacing these bump stops here. These bump stops are gone. I wish I had got these bump stops. We'll see what happens. Shockingly, pretty much everything came apart relatively easily, considering how much I was taking apart. I kind of cheated a little bit doing this. That liquid there is it's PB Blaster, I think. I hope. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me put the camera back up on the tripod here. So I don't have to deal with shaky camera anymore. So I still have to disassemble the. Oops. This is the sway bar. The sway bar was wore out. The bushings for the sway bar were totally shot, which I knew. This was the one that I was expecting also. Let me see if I can make it do it. That's my upper ball joint. That's totally shot, and I had a feeling it was going to be totally shot. The other thing that's probably bad, you hear that? That's my wheel bearing. I knew it was bad too when I was getting into this. Let me see if the lower ball joint's bad. I didn't even get that far yet. I just got this apart. I can't tell, but it doesn't matter. It's getting replaced anyway. These bushings are all shot. And now I got to get the torsion bar out of the lower control arm. That shouldn't be too hard. Shockingly, the tie rods aren't in bad shape. I'm going to replace the outer. And I don't think I'm going to replace the inner, which I have them. I should probably replace them. I say I'm not going to replace them, but I probably will. So the next part of this process is I'm not replacing the spindles, but what I am going to do is sandblast them, or I'm going to scale them, and then I'm going to sandblast them after I get the wheel bearing out. Hopefully it'll come right out once I unbolt it. It unbolts from the back. That's kind of why I did it the way I did it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to have to clean that up too. But that unbolts from the back and should either drive or press out. I don't have a big press here, but I do have one at the shop, which I can use. So that's it. That's the upper and lower control arm and spindle and wheel bearing for a 2004 Dodge Dakota with a really bad ball joint. Wow, that's terrible. Okay, now to get the rest of this stuff apart and start painting. I'm going to paint everything I can, including up inside the wheel well here. All inside the wheel well where all that stuff mates is all going to get scaled and painted. Oy, oy, stinum. That thing was heavy. So, let me see here. Again. That whole assembly was pretty heavy trying to get out, so I'm probably going to disassemble the rest of it on the floor where it sits, and then go from there. Oh, I need brakes too.